When most people finish watching Your Fault London, the first thing they start debating is whether Nick cheated, whether Noah chose Michael, or whether Nick's arrest changes everything. But honestly, the ending is about something much deeper than any of those things. At its heart, this story is about trust and how even two people who genuinely love each other can slowly destroy what they have when they stop being honest. That's what makes the ending so painful. By the final scene, Noah and Nick are still completely in love with each other. The tragedy is that love alone isn't enough to save them from the consequences of everything that's happened. If you look back at the entire movie, Noah and Nick keep falling into the exact same pattern. Every time a problem appears, instead of facing it together, they hide it. Nick starts this cycle right from the beginning. He wants to keep their relationship secret because he believes he's protecting Noah from public attention, family drama, and William's reaction. On the surface, that sounds reasonable, but over time, that secrecy starts poisoning the relationship from the inside.
As the story moves forward, Nick keeps making more and more decisions without Noah knowing. He secretly goes back to illegal racing. He hides how dangerous Ronnie and Cruz really are. He never fully tells Noah about his history with Briar. And most importantly, he lies about what actually happened during that trip with Sophia. From Nick's perspective, every secret is meant to protect Noah. He thinks he's carrying the burden so she doesn't have to. But Noah doesn't experience those secrets as protection. She experiences them as betrayal. Every lie creates another reason for her to question whether she truly knows the man she loves.
And that's exactly why Sophia becomes such a huge problem. Throughout the movie, Noah already feels insecure about Sophia's place in Nick's life. Sophia seems to fit perfectly into his world. She's successful, confident, intelligent, and understands the business side of Nick's life in a way Noah sometimes feels she can't. Then, Noah discovers that Nick lied about the night at the hotel. He told her he fell asleep and missed her call. But the truth is, he spent the evening drinking and dancing with Sophia. The actual events may not seem terrible on their own, but the lie changes everything. By the time Noah later sees Nick and Sophia kissing at the company gala, her trust is already hanging by a thread. The movie strongly hints that Briar may have manipulated certain situations behind the scenes to make things look worse than they really were. Nick repeatedly tells Noah that Sophia means nothing to him and that she is the only woman he loves. But by that point, the real issue isn't whether he's telling the truth anymore. The issue is that Noah no longer believes him. Once trust disappears, every explanation starts sounding like another excuse. Then comes the question everybody has been asking since the movie ended. Did Noah actually sleep with Michael? The film deliberately leaves this moment messy and emotional. Nick arrives hoping to finally fix things. For the first time, it feels like he's ready to tell Noah the entire truth about Sophia, Briar, and everything that's happened. But before he gets the chance, he notices Michael's jacket. Then Michael calls. Noah breaks down emotionally and refuses to answer. In Nick's mind, the conclusion is immediate. He believes Noah slept with Michael. The movie heavily suggests that something did happen between them, especially when Noah later tells Nick that whatever happened meant nothing. But what makes this situation so complicated is that Michael was never just about physical attraction. Michael represented everything Noah felt she was missing from her relationship with Nick. He listened to her. He communicated openly. He was honest with her. He became the person she could turn to whenever Nick was hiding things. In many ways, Noah's emotional connection with Michael started long before anything physical ever happened. And that's why Nick takes it so hard. When Nick attacks Michael, the fight isn't really about Michael at all. It's about every mistake Nick has been avoiding throughout the entire movie. For most of the story, Nick believes he can control everything around him. He thinks he can manage information, hide problems, solve issues alone, and somehow keep everyone safe. But instead, every decision pushes Noah further away. Then, Michael says the one thing Nick doesn't want to hear. He tells him, "You pushed her away." And the worst part is that Michael isn't claiming Noah for himself. In fact, he openly admits that Noah never stopped loving Nick. That's what makes the truth hurt even more. Nick realizes he didn't lose Noah because she fell in love with someone else. He lost her because his own actions destroyed the trust between them. Unable to accept that reality, he lashes out physically. That moment becomes the culmination of every flaw Nick has struggled with since the beginning of the story. His jealousy, his possessiveness, his anger, his impulsiveness. Everything finally explodes at once. Which brings us to the most important image in the entire ending. Nick in handcuffs. On the surface, it's simply an arrest after a violent fight. But symbolically, it means much more than that. Throughout the movie, Nick constantly believes he can stay ahead of consequences. He hides the relationship, he hides the racing, he hides dangerous truths, he hides mistakes. Every decision is another attempt to control the outcome. The ending proves that he can't. For the first time, Nick completely loses control. The arrest isn't just punishment for attacking Michael. It's the physical representation of years of bad decisions finally catching up to him. The same guy who spent the entire film trying to protect everyone through secrecy becomes trapped by the very consequences he was trying to avoid. Noah's journey mirrors Nick's in many ways. For most of the movie, she waits for him to change. She waits for him to trust her. She waits for him to stop hiding things. She waits for him to finally be honest. But by the end, she realizes something heartbreaking. You can't build a future with someone if you never know whether you're hearing the full truth. What's tragic is that realization doesn't make her stop loving him. If anything, it makes the ending even sadder. Because Noah still loves Nick. Nick still loves Noah. Those feelings never disappear. The problem is that love and trust are not the same thing. One can survive while the other dies. And by the end of the movie, Noah still has love. What she's lost is trust. That's ultimately why the ending hits so hard. Noah and Nick don't break apart because of Sophia. They don't break apart because of Michael. They don't even break apart because of Briar's manipulation. Those events simply exposed cracks that were already there. The real problems were secrecy, jealousy, insecurity, poor communication, and fear. Every lie created another crack in the foundation of their relationship. Every betrayal widened it. Eventually, the damage became impossible to ignore. And that's what makes the ending so heartbreaking. Neither of them falls out of love. Neither of them wants the relationship to end. Yet they still lose each other. The movie closes with Noah heartbroken, Nick under arrest, and their future completely uncertain. But the message is clear. If they ever want a second chance, they first have to overcome the flaws that destroyed them in the first place. Because until they learn to trust each other completely, love alone will never be enough.